Hey guys, my name is Alex, and this is the first vlog chronicling the week I spent as an adult. So today is Sunday. Sunday is the day that you're going to see chronicled after this intro. Most days of the week, I get out of work at 7 o'clock, and then I get home at like 7:30. I'm usually pretty tired, so I just prepare dinner, eat, watch something, and go to bed. On Saturdays, though, because I get out at 1 p.m., I try to do something social. More often than not, I end up doing something by myself. I ultimately ended up spending almost exactly 5 times more than I intended to spend. I was giving myself a really hard time and saying, I need to grow up, I need to grow up. Normally, when I say that I need to grow up, I'm really just harassing myself. Last night, I started really thinking about what it means to grow up, because legally speaking, I'm an adult. All of my friends, millennials basically, are adults. And yet we all say the same thing. We all talk about what life will be like when we grow up, what we want to be when we grow up. We talk about how we're currently in the gutter and trying to set a promising, strong foundation for when we grow up. And so I started brainstorming, like, what do I mean when I say grow up? What are the characteristics that, in my mind, define adulthood or maturity? And shortly after compiling this list, I was on Facebook and I saw someone post something about a 7-day diet challenge. They said no soda, no red meat, no bread, no alcohol. And I thought, hey, that looks interesting. I'd like to try that. Then I thought, why just limit it to dietary practices when I just made this list of like lifestyle changes that I associate with adulthood and responsible living? And so I decided to embark on a little series to sort of get me back into the swing of the YouTube channel that I've been neglecting and some other parts of my life that I've been neglecting. This is going to be a small 7-day series called My 7 Days of Adulting. So these were the qualities that I came up with, and this is how I'm going to tailor some of those qualities to sort of make the week more of a challenge. The first one, no drinking during the week. I would think that as an adult, as a responsible person, this just means like during the 5-day work week, don't get plastered. But for the purposes of this challenge and making it challenging, I'm not going to be drinking for the full 7 days. Number 2, eating well. For me, it's going to mean 3 meals a day, which is going to be a challenge because I tend to skip breakfast. No red meat, lots of fruits and vegetables. And number 3, exercising regularly. For me, this is going to mean 30 minutes a day. 4, stay hydrated. I think the general recommendation for adults is to drink 8 glasses of water a day, which amounts to 2 liters. But for me, I don't know, that doesn't seem very challenging for a 7-day thing, so I'm going to be doing a gallon of water a day. As concerns personal endeavors, 5, I'm going to be reading upwards of 50 pages a day. 6, writing upwards of 800 words a day. Finally, number 7 is to wake up early. For me, that's going to mean 7 a.m. every day. It's so obvious that I have no idea what I'm doing. I bought like 3 different kinds of apples because like some apples are $1 and some are $4 because I guess some apples are more equal than others. Like I don't know if I should get oranges or like what adult, like there's all these seeds and shit. I just finished that trip to the grocery store and it was horrible. Not a horrible experience, but horrible in that like I was confronting how totally inept I am when it comes to getting groceries. I was going in there and I was thinking, okay, I'll buy some healthy things so that I could have snacks that are good for me throughout the week. I bought like 13 apples and a vine of tomatoes. Okay, 20 pages into the day's reading. Going well so far. Okay, so I've been at Starbucks for the better part of an hour, and I think I've done today's writing. I did a little over 800 words, and I don't normally count the words, but the way I do it is I like to work in these little notebooks, and so I know that each page has 21 lines, and I can do about 7 or 8 words per line, and so I think I've done like 6 pages here, so then I just sort of put in those numbers to get a crude estimate. Take this, for example. I'm eating this, and I like it, but full disclosure, I have no idea what fruit this is. It's not an apple. It looks like an apple, but it's not an apple. I don't know if there's a seed or a core in the middle of it, but I'm excited to find out. I feel I can say that my first day of adulting went pretty well. I read a total of 72 pages, which is a little beyond the 50-page goal that I set for myself. I wrote about 800 words in that initial sitting at Starbucks, but then later in the evening I went back and I did a little more writing, so I got about 1,000 words today. I did drink a full gallon of water. And just now, before I took a shower, I spent 30 minutes on the treadmill listening, incidentally, to American Pastoral on Audible because it was just... And this is not endorsed, but yeah, I saw that American Pastoral by Philip Roth is on sale on Audible. It's $5 and it's one of my favorite books. And yeah, so I'm going to sign off now, but I wanted to suggest that other people embark on this, please, willy-nilly. Come up with your own 7 attributes for what defines maturity or responsible living or adulting in your life, and go try to pursue it for 7 days. I invite you all to chronicle a week of adulting. Please, go ahead, vlog, post your chronicle. I would love to check it out. And so, my friends, from one adult to another, have a good night.